Hi there, welcome to Maybe or Not. It's Anna here, and it's Wednesday. I love Wednesdays. You know why? Two reasons. Why? One is that I am off work, and the second one is that I make my use it or lose it videos where I sometimes make ephemera out of scraps I have in my box, or as today I am going to try a little bit of a mass make. So the idea of this comes from Rhonda at A Little Bit French. I will link her video down below. And this is a really easy but pretty pocket idea. This is one that I made before. And the thing is, you just use little envelopes and you decorate them. So we are making lacy pockets using envelopes. And if you remember a thrift haul a while back, I got a whole basket of little envelopes for next to nothing. And I thought, why not use some of them? Because I have some. So I'm just going to see if I can find a few that's a bit, beaten up or so that I can use. Will that one even work? Yeah, that one might work. And that one. I think some of these have been wet at some point, but I don't mind. So they're like the little envelopes you get when you buy flowers or small gift cards or things like that. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I was thinking I might make a few bigger ones. So I have a craft envelope, a full size, and I also have this. I don't know if I'm going to use these, but let's just, yeah. So what Rhonda does, is that she starts by taking off this flap. And you can tear it like I'm making right now. You can also cut it, or you can use your guillotine cutter or whatever you have. I think I want to get rid of that little piece. Okay, so there we have our base. And the idea with this is that you glue this entire side down. You decorate here. You have a small pocket. So that is, and then you have this. And I don't know what to do with this. Maybe back something, I don't know. I'm just gonna put it to the side. So that is one thing. The first thing, you take off the flap. You can also fold it down to make it even sturdier. That's one idea. Or you can use the envelope as it is. So that's 3 varieties. Yeah. But I think I'm going to take them off because I want to avoid the bulk in the journal. You can also, if you're smart, use a ruler or something to tear that off, because now I have a little flap that could be damaging the pocket. So I'm going to see if I can find my scissors that I put away and do it with a pair of scissors instead. So as I said, it's a bit of a mess make. I'm going to try and glue one down on the back just to see if that works better or not. So I'm going to use, I have taken up the Prit glue for this because the Prit is a bit gooey, and since, as you see, we are going to be using lace, a Prit is a good way to get it to that's actually better. Let's do that. It's a good way to make sure it sticks and make sure that fabric or lace sticks as well. Okay, So we have those 5, and I'm gonna wait a little bit with those. I'm gonna mass make these first. If you can call 5 a mass make, I don't know. And then you have to choose your lace to put down here to make it pretty. And I have a bunch of stuff with me. I have, this is some kind of curtain that I purchased, and it can go like this. Maybe that is not, maybe that's better for the big one. And I'm sorry if there's shading, because the sun is really, first the sun, then there's rain, you know, that is actually not a bad idea. Let's do the big one. And it can cover a little bit of the V shape as well. Okay, I'm going to cut that off with my scissors. Did I put them away again? Yeah, I must have. It's in my reflexes to put the scissors away. Let's just cut this off. And like so. And put that to the side. So that's one lace. I wonder if I'm gonna fold that maybe to make it more sturdy. You can also add, you know, labels or stamps or something to this. What else do I want to use? I also have some dots. This is also some kind of curtain. And I was thinking I might use that, but it's prettier if you have a wavy edge like that. So I don't know, maybe not. Love it on that fabric and that envelope. Then we have something I found in a thrift store way back. It's like a curtain, I think, also, but it's got like embroidered flowers. Maybe that can be cute. This must be the odd way. And this is fabric, machine made. I can really tell. But I can't tell what is back and front of it, so I'm just going to maybe I want to find a nice cut here. How about I'm looking in my camera because I want that edge. That would actually be perfect, because then it goes down a bit here and up. Can cover almost the whole envelope with that one. Let's try. So this is one thing you can use. And it doesn't matter if it sticks out on the sides. This will go in my scrap box and go into one of the slow stitch projects. Let's get that to the side. I also have another curtain. You know, I love using curtains. And I don't know if this has a wavy. This I found thrifting quite recently, I think. Let's get rid of the label. I don't think it has a wavy edge, but, and I'm not sure that it's a curtain. It could also be like clothing fabric thingy, but it's got a lovely patina to it, almost a peachy color. So I thought that could be nice to use, maybe. Let's just get rid of these little threads here. There we go. That's 3. And then I have a few laces. These are hand crocheted, so it's a bit thick. I'm not sure that will work actually. Maybe it can work on this one. No, I think it's too thick. And this one will also be too thick then. Yeah, I think so. But I also have the laces I got recently. I think these will be absolutely cute. This one is the same as that. I don't think I'm going to use that actually. Would like craft smaller envelopes. That one is absolutely perfect, that piece. So let's cut it. Like that. Then we have this one. Oh, I love that vintage beige style. But it hasn't got the wavy part. I want the wavy part. And this one doesn't either. But I kind of like it anyway. It would be better in a Christmas journal, but I don't mind. This can go into Christmas journal anyway. So I think I am either going to use that one again or that one. Let me look at my screen. Let's use this one because I haven't used it before. Oh, where did I find the edge? There it is. So now, to streamline, keep streamlining the process, I am going to glue them down, the laces, and then we can see if we want to decorate somehow. But first, one thing that Rhonda did that I think I forgot on that one, ink. Inking and thinking, as Gail says. Gives it a bit more, one more dimension of age, illusion of age. And this is an excellent way to use up those small envelopes that you don't know what to do with. I have a bunch of them, as you can see. I am going to add them. I am currently making a trial thing. I am making 2 make your own junk journal kits with a cover. There's gonna be like a book cover. There's gonna be papers. There's gonna be tea-dye papers. There's gonna be maybe fabric and lace. It will be different kind of thrifted items, and why not also a few envelopes. And that's something that I am going to make a little poll about soon, if you would be interested in getting a kit. So to make your own junk journal. That's just a waste of time for me. Yeah. Okay. So this will be quite a quick video today, I think. That's good. Then I can maybe film another video this afternoon to have in the queue to be aired later this week. Right, now I inked everything. Okay. Now let's do the gluing. So I am going to use the stick, the Pritt glue stick, to glue down the lace. It's really gooey. Okay. I want to see what side is that. It must be this one. So I'm just going to plop it down. And push it down a bit. You can always go lift a bit and then go in again if it doesn't stick properly. And you can also use your scissors to cut off if there is any extra, if you don't want it to stick out. It could be nice as well. Okay, that is one done. Let's continue. Oh, this is a dotted one. So let's just, yeah, put the glue on. And then the netted fabric. So there we go. And this one we need to cut, I think. More glue down here. This is a fun one. I like that curtain thingy. I don't know why I haven't used it before. Maybe I know why I haven't used it, because I put it in the cupboard and then I forgot about it. That's the reason. So they're still envelopes, but they are a bit more shushed, you know, with a bit more decoration. So tomorrow is June 11th, and that means that school ends here where we live. My kids will go on summer vacation. No more school for, as they said yesterday, 67 days. Yeah, so today they have one of those activity days when they are playing disco golf or whatever stuff. So they're not a regular school day. This is one of my favorite laces. I absolutely adore it. I'm going to cut this off at the bottom. That will go into the collage. Did I cut the envelope? Yep, I did. Well, that will have to be remedied with some art glue. I could feel I was cutting more than the lace. Why did I not stop? Okay, art glitter glue in the place, and we seal it shut again. Not an accident, that couldn't be stopped. There we go. Remedied. Here comes the rain again. Okay, one more. Let's do the big one. And this one is going to be all the way up here. And then the whole envelope. So this is a great pocket if you want to use more lace in your journals and you don't want the frilly edges. I know many people love using the frilly edges. I'm not one of those. I'm not a lacy person. But I want to use my laces, so this is a great way to use them up as well. So that's really easy and quick, right? 22 minutes and we'll have 6 more pockets. So let's just put some stuff in. What do I want to use then? Let's use some of the little cutouts we have. Oh, it's not raining. It's raining a lot, my friends. You can use lots of different things to add in, but I'm just using the ones I cut out from a, what's it called? From a 12 by 12. So you can use little tags, you can use all kind of stuff in these. And let's put the big one. Okay, so there we have our pockets, and I also have these. I have stamped on leftover, you know, when you have a book page and some of it has white edges, I tear them off sometimes and I stamp on them. They have instant patina, so you could like add that to the pocket. Let's do that on a few of them. That's also a great way to use up scraps. Stamp on them or make what's it called? Watercolor swatches or something. So let's see. I know I have some more stuff here lying around. Maybe I could add something else. Maybe I could. No. Oops. Here I have stamped a bunch of the flowers from St. Paul. I just love them. You could also add the watercolor swatches, now that I think of it. I don't want to add to all of them, but to some of them I want to add something. I have started using gold. Really like that. I could add it to one of these. So I'm just going to decorate a few of them a little bit more, just to make them a bit more different. I kind of like that. Let's use one of these as well. I'm going to tear it, not cut it. Okay. to add that too. Yes. So I hope this is something that you would consider making for your journals. If you have a bunch of those small envelopes, it's a great way to use them up. Could add, yeah. Let's use the glue stick again. I'm just using my glue paper on the right here. I didn't want to bring it out. Okay, my friends, we have some pockets made out of envelopes and also a bit of lace and a little bit of decoration. I hope you enjoyed this video, short and sweet, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below if maybe you do this all the time. Yeah, thanks for watching. I will be back soon with another video. Bye for now. Okay, I am back. I realized I want to add one of these into my ideas journal, because this is something I don't want to forget that I can do. So let's see if we can find a good, as you can see, I use envelopes a lot. If you want to know how I make any of these, you can watch my videos. That's called the idea journal. Let's add it here. And which one do I want to use? Let's add this one, because I have two of them. Or maybe this one, because it's a bit bumped. So I'm just going to add that there, using glue stick once again, because I want to stick the entire back of the envelope down. You could also glue around three sides and make it a double pocket. I don't want to do that today. So I'm just going to stick that down. And then I will probably add a little, as you can see here, I have written where I found the idea. And here as well. So I'll probably make a little note to stick in here instead of this. And then I will, if I find a paper, maybe I can use the flap from the envelope. And I will just write a bit French, YouTube, and I think it was in May 2026. And then I'm going to just add that in there so that I can remember where I got the idea. And I can also write, make a little line and write, use it or lose it, June 10, 2026. Then I know when I made it and put it in. Ta-da! So, add it to the ideas journal and never to be forgotten. Okay. Again, thank you all so much for being with me. I will be back soon with another video. Bye again.